Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a reading for the collective. I just was guided to do this particular reading focused on love connections that are going through challenges, those of you who might not be in contact right now or in separation. So let's grab some insight. I'm going to start things off with the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aquamoonlight. All the decks that you guys see here will be listed down below. General advice as always, so please take from it what makes sense for you personally, release the rest. So let's grab some insight here. For those who are going through challenges, no contact and separation, I'll be focusing on the individual that you are thinking about yourself for this reading. They're probably hiding something from you. Okay, concealing. I'm picking up social media, like they're only posting particular things that they want to put out there. You know, we do have secrets, mysteries hiding. That could have also been part of the reason why you guys broke up, because they were keeping things from you. Okay. We have shattered. Okay. Damaged, brokenhearted, destroyed. When you guys broke up, this hurt you tremendously, I feel. It broke your heart. Part of what it is that they could have been hiding from you is that they were, as it says, chasing thrills, whatever it was that they felt made them happy at the time, whether it was another person or just not giving their all in a relationship. So why is that? What's going on? We have trapped. Bottom of the deck, we have upheaval. This one reminds me of the Tower card in tarot. Shock, the unexpected, trouble, that represents the breakup. And part of the reason why they were maybe chasing after other people, if that's what was happening, is because they felt maybe by being committed in a relationship, they weren't ready. They felt like they were stuck. And as it says, they felt like they were trapped. They couldn't get out. Maybe they wanted their freedom, you know, tied down, captive. That's not the type of feeling that somebody would want to have in a happy partnership, a happy relationship, you know. So that in and of itself was definitely a problem. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 2. I've since revised it, so it's now available in my deck shop. I actually like the new revised version better. I need to actually get a copy for myself. So what's happening here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. Yeah, there could have been a third party here, guys. There could have been someone else in the picture. You know, part of what it was that they were concealing and keeping from you was that they were spending time with their friends, and some of those interactions could have been with somebody new, somebody else. We do have the Ace of Swords. We've got the Death card. Some of you guys could be Scorpio, dealing with a Scorpio. I feel they either cut you out of their life or you decided to cut them out since you discovered that they were keeping things hidden from you. We clearly see with the upheaval and this unexpected chaos that might have happened between the two of you that it probably resulted in a breakup. Maybe right now they're single. You know, there could have been a third party situation that didn't work out. Maybe they're not with anyone at this point. We do have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Take this if it applies, especially if you're seeing signs like this is happening in your life. Maybe this person from your past, they might have reached out and maybe told you that they were sorry for what they did, wanting a new beginning here, another opportunity to try again. They could also be realizing that this is just not possible at this point because of what happened. That could also be what they're hiding from you, the fact that they now regret it, you know, because this right here represents the fact that they're feeling hopeless to do anything about it at this point, or they're feeling very anxious, I feel, wanting to do certain things to start again, but maybe they're not actually doing anything in the 3D. We do have the Six of Cups, so that is clarification here, guys, that they are thinking about you. They're definitely picking up off of this nostalgic vibe, and whenever I see that, and it is a part of the interpretation of this card, that they might want to reconcile with you. They're now realizing that maybe they messed up because they still love you. They still see you as maybe marriage material, somebody that they want to be able to share their life with. Some of you guys could also be Cancer or dealing with a Cancer. What they're focusing on here, but it could be a fantasy at this point, I feel, is that they're wondering, in an ideal world, you know, what would things be like if you guys were to work out some of the issues that happened that created distance and separation in this partnership? Is it possible to move on from that? And of course, you know, you have your own free will to be able to talk to this person, interact with them, get back together if that's something that you want. But if there's just too much pain here and you're not interested, then I feel this is karma, you know, for this person, especially if they were the reason behind the separation and why things went downhill. They're definitely in their head about this, okay? So not only are they not sleeping, but they can't stop thinking about you and really wanting to come up with a solution here. I feel they still love you. We have the Lovers card coming through. Some of you guys could be Gemini or dealing with a Gemini. They know that they made some bad choices in the past. They know that they broke your heart, and they know that they have a lot to make up for here. But I feel part of their realization and learning some pretty big lessons here, guys, is they still want to be with you, but they're not quite sure if this is wishful thinking at this point. If given the opportunity, I feel they would want to make different choices, better choices, so that you guys can be together again. But some of you guys might have already moved on to another connection. Maybe that's not even possible, or you don't want to. Maybe you don't want to, and that's okay. And that's clarifying the fact that some of you guys have gone through so much with this individual. We've got upheaval, Tower, representing the same type of energy. You could have gone through your own awakening as a result of this whole experience and realizing that you deserve better. Could be that too. They learned their own lessons, that's for sure. That's what I'm getting from this person. Ace of Cups, new love. They still feel the deep connection. They still have so much love in their heart for you, but I feel a lot of these realizations came about only after they learned their lessons, only after perhaps third-party situations or people that they were interacting with at that time. Maybe that's no longer a factor, and now they're thinking about you. So I'm getting, for those of you that relate to this, you might not even be interested in this person. But if you are, they want another chance. They want to be able to start again. It's totally your choice, I feel. It's totally your choice. Yeah, we've got old cycles phasing out and new cycles coming in. But as far as this particular scenario, it's clearly stuck. And part of the reason why it's stuck might be you guys are just on different pages at this point. It does come down to a difficult choice. Maybe for both of you, you know, the choice to either give this person a second chance. That could have been something that you've been wishing for a long time. And it might just present itself to you, but by the time it gets to you, you might no longer want it. And it took them a long time, perhaps, to come to that realization for themselves that they still want to be with you. So timing is definitely a factor here, guys. All right, let's see what else we can find out here. So Hopefully there's something through those messages that's addressing what's going on. All right, from the Pining Rose Love Oracle. This one's by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. What else do we need to know about connections that are in no contact and separation? Look at this. Heart, yeah. Sorrow, holy crap. I love you. They want to reach out. Look at this. And look at the next card. Insomnia. Okay, so it's picking up off of, where is that card? Where is it? Here it is. The Nine of Swords. Insomnia, nightmares, hopeless. They're not sleeping. They're thinking about you. I feel it took them a while to feel the type of pain that you have gone through as a result of them hurting you. But now the tables have turned. This has been a shift in the energy, and they're now hurting more than they have ever imagined pain could feel. They're in this vibe of feeling so sorrowful and regretful over how they treated you and realizing how much they love you. This is something that they want to be able to convey to you, maybe in person or through interacting by way of a phone call or maybe a text or even on social media. So let's add to this. And I'm getting, for some of you guys, this might even be something that you've been wanting, you know, for this person to feel the type of hurt that they put you through. And I have a feeling that's happening now. It's happening. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is my tarot teacher, the revised edition. Yeah, look at that. We've got the Hierophant. Some of you could be Taurus. Okay. So I'm just getting they were incapable of committing before. They were blind to it. And they needed to learn this huge lesson. And I feel they either already have at this point, which is why they're hurting, because they know that they lost this wonderful person in you. Look at that Six of Cups. I'm telling you, they're feeling very nostalgic. They're thinking about you constantly. Wow, you guys might have known each other a long time. There's this need to heal for sure. This is a broken heart. And that takes time to heal from. But I am getting here, they really want you back. They want you back. And look, 10 of Swords. Okay, maybe you're just in too much pain, or you were at the time, perhaps. That is not an easy thing to go through at all. It's very difficult. Maybe you do feel like they backstabbed you or that they betrayed your trust. So you probably cut off ties with this person. It failed for a reason, and when it failed big time. Tower energy, we see that. Once again, can't make it up, 9 of Swords. There's our insomnia reference again, coming through with the same exact message. We have insomnia, insomnia, insomnia. They're not sleeping. They're stressed the hell out because of what happened. And no doubt it's coming forward from a divine masculine. We've got that Emperor, but this masculine really wants to come in and fix things. They really, really do. Some of you could be dealing with a masculine Aries here. And here's the problem for some of you guys, 7 of Swords. There were definitely trust issues, betrayals. And it doesn't necessarily mean infidelity, although that's what typically is the interpretation of that. Could be cheating, but if it was some sort of deception in other ways, then it focuses on that too. They could have been very manipulative somehow. And that's more than likely why it came to an end. And Ace of Cups, I'm really happy to see this because that starts with you. To be able to heal, to be able to fill an empty cup. They could have drained you. And it's now time to focus on you. Yeah, there were struggles. You guys could have been constantly arguing, just clashing, too many conflicts. And I feel for some of you it had something to do with other people, you know, third parties, love rivals, a lot of competition. But we're seeing the world again, so that probably is a thing of the past where that cycle did happen, but it's now a thing of the past. And now they're feeling it. They're feeling what they put you through. Maybe at this point, you're in a much better position. Maybe you've moved on. You've opened up a new chapter in your life. You've focused on your own healing. Hopefully, you've healed that broken heart. We see the Three of Swords. So there clearly was a lot that happened here. This is picking up off of that sorrow and the pain and the grief that you go through. And more than likely, it had something to do with some sort of betrayal. Whoa. This was major. Look, here we are again. Tower. I'm not surprised that this is a reading about separations, because when we go through stuff like this, it's pretty heavy. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to handle. And if the foundation of a relationship just wasn't very strong, then yeah, it's catastrophe. It's disastrous. It goes through a breakup. And it clearly keeps popping up. So here's the Four of Swords. That makes sense as well. Somebody who just needs time for silence, for rest, to recuperate. That's from both sides, you know. They did the hurting, but they need to address their own pain and to be able to heal from that. And you could be on the other side of that where you ended up getting hurt and you need to focus on your own healing to be able to address your anxieties, your own stresses. So I feel that's much needed after seeing so many Tower moments coming through here. Yeah. At the end of the day, this is what's needed. You know, the Three of Pentacles, it always comes down to two people who are not afraid to put in the work, who are not afraid to work as a team. But, you know, when we've got betrayals and trust issues, this is not happening. So no wonder, you know, there was this distance, Eight of Cups, walking away, leaving it behind, because there is no value to a relationship that goes through so much like this. So you probably detached. You probably let go. You walked away from a situation that you felt was no longer serving a purpose, and you've been hurt by this person. And it's not just a typical, you know, getting hurt. This is beyond pain, shattered, destroyed. They destroyed you. They broke your heart into a billion pieces. So nobody can blame you for walking away and detaching. Knight of Wands. They wanted their cake and eat it too. They could have been very flirtatious with other people. And that's clarified by the Five of Swords that you probably walked away because they created a lot of conflict here. They were sneaking around. Yeah, they could have been a passionate lover, but they were sharing those moments with somebody else, more than likely. So nobody can blame you for walking away from that type of partnership. So I wanted to grab some lessons that this person has learned as a result of the breakup and those Tower moments. I'm going to pull from my Harsh Truth Oracle here. And of course, you can take any part of these messages that you're able to relate to as well as a result of this experience. So So hopefully you're in a much better place by detaching and moving on. I feel this reading really focuses on this person who hurt you, the lessons behind their own actions, that there are consequences for doing what they did. All right, let's grab some messages from this deck here. If they've promised to eventually commit to you, they'll eventually break your heart. Yeah. That might make sense for some of you, especially if you guys talked about committing to each other, maybe getting married someday, and that eventually never came. Or maybe it did, but they still ended up breaking your heart. Let's grab another. If you ignore the red flags, don't be surprised if the shit hits the fan. Okay? And that can apply to either person, but there certainly could have been those red flags, and because of the love that you might have had for this person, maybe you decided to just keep putting in the effort towards the partnership. But I have a feeling this other person dropped the ball and we're just focused on their wants, their needs. Sometimes that can be looked at as a karmic relationship. Wow, let's grab another. And with tower moments like what we've seen here in this reading, there were many red flags. All right, let's grab another. Stop going after someone who doesn't put you first, okay? And I feel you've either already learned that lesson or you're processing it right now. It depends on how long ago this breakup, the separation might have happened. Yeah. One more. The harsh truth. Angels and spirit guides, please give us one more message here. Whoa, remember, it's their loss, not yours. That's a huge one, because, you know, when we go through these breakups and separations, sometimes we end up blaming ourselves. You know, it's like, I should have done this. I should have, you know, put in more effort here and there, blah, 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 whatever negative talk that we put ourselves through, you know, to where we actually believe that it's either all our fault or we contributed to the problems. That could be the case for some, but I feel this is a huge lesson for you as well, to recognize that if they hurt you, it's through their own actions that they are losing. And it really is their loss. As long as you recognize the value that you hold in the relationship and how much you actually contribute to a partnership, that's something that they had to learn. Yeah, it's their loss, not yours. That's huge. So let's wrap it up, guys, with some final messages. Pulling from the Stay Inspired Oracle cards by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please. Let me move these guys up. If you guys are familiar with this particular deck, oftentimes there's this one card. It says free yourself. And on many occasions, it just knows when to pop up, especially when somebody needs to free themselves from either a toxic relationship or a situation that just isn't good for them. It comes through. So let's see if that actually happens here. We have forever. I actually like this, especially for those of you who are simply ready to just move on, or maybe you've already done that. You could be single also, but preparing you for new love coming in, looking for a forever love. So it says you have a forever bond, even if you haven't met them yet. You are not alone. Your soul is tied to your soulmate, even before you meet them or know of them. Trust this bond with all your heart. They are yours forever. I also interpret that to mean that when you meet your right person, your ideal mate, that this is the type of person that you really can't trust, give your all, and not have any worries that they're going to hurt you or shatter your heart, break your heart the way this other person did. Okay. We have beauty. I am beautiful inside and out. My imperfections are beautiful. Those who love my soul see all the beauty I possess. And I feel it goes together with this one. Stop going after someone who doesn't put you first, who doesn't recognize the beauty that you hold. Let's see what else. Look at this. Here we are. Free yourself. Yes, that makes sense for me. This is your life. Don't live it restricted by your past or the opinions of others. It's time to write a new story. Absolutely. And lastly, doors. Which doors will you open? Which will you close? It's all your choice. It really is. It's totally your choice to the direction that you're wanting to go. You are behind the wheel to be able to direct your life in however way you see fit. I feel based off of what has come through in this reading, there could be some unhealthy relationships from your past that you've either already closed the door on, or maybe you've struggled to really let this person go. But there's this need to free yourself from that chapter because there are better doors to open. There are new chapters that'll bring you fulfillment and happiness. So I really feel that this is a big message coming through for this reading also. Yes, it is your choice, but it also comes down to you being able to recognize which doors to close forever and which doors are opening you up to new experiences with new relationships, whether those are romantic connections, friendships, or even associates in your work environment. That all plays a role in how you're able to move forward in life and who it is that you decide to surround yourself with, you know? So that's what I've got this time, guys. I do hope that this offered you some comfort, some closure, some peace in however way you need it when it comes to this person from your past. I feel they're learning some huge lessons tied into this whole experience of how they hurt you, how they broke your heart, disappointed you. And maybe through this reading, you will also be able to find closure finally in order to help you heal fully from that experience, because you really do deserve better. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you are interested in your own personal reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as all the links to the decks that you see here. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.